So I first went into care when I was 16-year-old, but there was around like 23 like CPS reports throughout the whole entire time from like middle school and high school. Recognizing this is my story, I'm proud of who I am as a person, how I operate and see the world. This trauma-informed lens gave me my life mission and made me passionate about this population. I was born in San Jose. I have a younger brother, 5 years younger than me. I remember during my childhood just seeing a lot of violence in the home, right? My earliest childhood memory was my dad like chasing me with a knife. At that time I was like, is this normal? Is this like part of a normal childhood? But it's not. My mom had lupus. She was like struggling with her physical health. She was a really loving parent. She was like my best friend at that time. But her health really prevented her from physically being able to take care of us. So when I was 10, I became like kind of like the caretaker of the house. I was helping my mom out, do like laundry. I was helping my younger brother. So it's just at that time, like my dad was really absent and he was abusive. They came to school and they removed me. I remember being really traumatized and scared. I was like just in class and then they called me to the front office. I remember just like coming out, I was like, hey, I have a question. I was like, where am I being taken to? It feels like I'm being kidnapped. And I remember the social worker was like, you have to come with me. If you don't, we're gonna have the car with the CPS logo come and take you. And then do you want your friends to see that? I didn't want that to happen, so I just went along. That's not a way to remove a child from home. I didn't have any belongings in my backpack. I just had my books and stuff. I didn't have any clothes with me. My phone was dying that day. I couldn't contact my mom. I couldn't contact any of my friends. So it was just like a really traumatic experience. So they took me to this center. It really looked like kind of like a holding cell. There was like a small window, the door was locked, they didn't let us come out. And it's like we were removed due to abuse and neglect. But we were treated like if we were like kind of like criminals or something. I felt so alone. And I remember thinking at that time, I felt like I messed things up by telling the social worker that I was abused. So they ended up taking us to a home in Merced. I had a high school teacher told me, Jennifer, because you're in foster care, like, you know, all the statistics and stuff, like, I don't think you're gonna graduate high school. And I remember thinking back, like, why are people assuming these stuff about me based on the fact on my background, of me being in foster care, right? Like that's a huge part of my identity, but I'm more than that. And I was like, I know I can't do that. Education is my way out. It's my way out for my dream, my goals. It's my way out to create a better path for me and my younger brother. I can't drop out. Like, if I had more support, I wouldn't have struggled so much. They told the judge that their mom is going to pass away in a few weeks. So I think that was one of the reasons why they kind of let us back. The same night, the social worker took us to my mom to see her in the hospital, and then she ended up passing that same day. It was really scary for a 16-year-old to think, and how I'm gonna like keep going forward, how am I gonna take care of my younger brother. I think losing her was one of the most hardest part of my life. And then when I turned 18, they closed my case and then I left for college. And I remember being in foster care. That really like kind of shaped what I wanted to do in my life. Advocate, support youth from underprivileged backgrounds, especially those that are in foster care. I've been involved in like different orgs, like Foster Nation, Raising the Bar, Pivotal. I heard about foster greatness and I saw about the Storyteller Collective and I was like really interested in that. I think being part of that journey has been really helpful, meeting the other 7, like, you know, former foster youth as well, and sharing our stories, spreading awareness and really like breaking down barriers and what it means to be a former foster youth. And like, what does it mean to kind of show up in today's like time as well? And what does it mean to kind of support one another? And what does it mean to kind of go through these challenges? I have this quote I really love. It's called "After the storm is when the flower bloom." I actually have a tattoo on me right here as well. So this quote means a lot to me because a lot of time when I think back to when I was 16, and I did not think I was going to graduate. I didn't think I was going to be alive past when I was 18. I didn't see a way out, right? That's why I really made it my life mission and passion. It's why I'm a clinical social worker now. While I'm a mental health therapist, I really want to work and help, especially foster youth, through a mental health lens to how to help support them throughout higher education. Don't let what other people say hold you back. Don't doubt yourself. Like, there's a whole community out there. Don't let statistics or society, whoever else, tell you that you can't accomplish. After the storms, when the flower bloom, you will get through this time, and you're gonna have, even though your biological family, wherever your situation is, you're gonna have your own chosen family, and to not give up. That the future out there is bright for you.